Romantic relationships in the 21st century often feel like navigating a complex game, where understanding the unwritten rules can be the difference between heartache and lasting connection. But here's a little-known truth. You don't need to be wealthy, famous, or have movie star looks to excel. Success lies in mastering principles grounded in psychology and Stoicism, principles that empower you to rewrite the story of your love life. Consider Jonah, a 34-year-old graphic designer who often found himself confused by modern dating norms. Despite his creative talent and kind nature, Jonah struggled to build meaningful relationships. Like many, he felt lost in a maze of miscommunication, expectations, and fleeting connections. What Jonah didn't realize was that the answers lay not in changing who he was, but in adopting a mindset of emotional resilience and self-awareness. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, emotions, and responses, and let go of what we can't, such as how others perceive us. By embracing this philosophy, Jonah stopped seeking external validation and began prioritizing self-respect, authenticity, and clear communication. In this guide, we'll explore 7 transformative principles that can help anyone, like Jonah, master the art of relationships. These strategies will not only improve your love life, but also enhance your self-worth and inner peace. Forget the stereotypes. The rules are yours to define. Let's embark on this journey to uncover actionable wisdom and create meaningful connections in today's world. Rule 7. The power of selective attention. It may sound counterintuitive, but one of the most effective strategies in relationships is not giving your attention excessively. This doesn't mean ignoring someone entirely. Rather, it's about being mindful and intentional with your energy. Imagine Leo, who frequents a cozy cafe between photo shoots. He's noticed a woman named Emma, who often sits by the window reading a book. Instead of always striking up a conversation, Leo chooses to engage occasionally but meaningfully. This selective attention creates an air of mystery and intrigue. People value what isn't readily available. If Leo approached Emma every time he saw her, he might come across as overeager. By holding back, he piques her curiosity, which is supported by research from the University of Virginia. The study found that uncertainty in interactions enhances attraction because it keeps people intrigued. From a Stoic perspective, this principle aligns with the idea of moderation. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Focus on being your best self rather than seeking constant interaction. By practicing restraint, Leo not only garners Emma's attention, but also reinforces his own sense of self-control. Rule 6. Invest wisely, not excessively. When it comes to relationships, less is often more, especially in the initial stages. A common mistake is over-investing too early, be it emotionally, financially, or with your time. Let's say Leo meets Mia at a photography workshop. Instead of immediately planning elaborate dates or showering her with gifts, Leo keeps things casual. After a few friendly exchanges, he invites her for a walk in the park rather than an extravagant dinner. This approach demonstrates that Leo values his time and is not desperate to impress. It also allows the relationship to develop organically. According to the principle of reciprocity, when one party invests less, the other often feels compelled to invest more. Excessive investment can create pressure and imbalance, while a balanced approach fosters mutual effort. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." By being measured in his investments, Leo shows that he is content and confident, a quality that naturally attracts others. Rule 5. Happiness comes from within. One of the most transformative rules is recognizing that you don't need anyone else to be happy. True contentment stems from within, not from external validation. Leo, for instance, has a passion for landscape photography and spends his weekends capturing sunsets at the beach. His hobbies and personal growth bring him joy, and he's not seeking someone to complete him but to complement his already fulfilling life. When Leo meets someone, he shares his passions naturally without making them the center of his world. For example, during a casual conversation, he might mention his photography project and how it challenges him creatively. This self-sufficient mindset is attractive because it conveys confidence and independence. A study from San Francisco State University found that people who derive happiness from their own lives are perceived as more appealing. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of inner peace. Epictetus taught, man is disturbed not by things but by the views he takes of them. By cultivating his happiness, Leo ensures that his emotional state isn't dependent on anyone else, which makes him a more grounded and appealing partner. Rule 4. Emotional independence is key. Emotional dependence can undermine a relationship before it even begins. To attract and maintain healthy connections, it's essential to cultivate emotional independence. Leo practices this by not letting his feelings hinge on the actions or reactions of others. For instance, after exchanging numbers with someone he's interested in, he avoids anxiously checking his phone for messages. Instead, he focuses on his work and hobbies. This doesn't mean being indifferent. It's about maintaining balance and self-control. Emotional independence is attractive because it signals strength and stability. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that emotionally independent individuals are perceived as more reliable and secure. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius advocated for self-mastery, teaching that we should control our responses rather than be controlled by external events. Leo embodies this by managing his expectations and staying grounded, which ultimately makes him more attractive to potential partners. Rule 3. Be ready to walk away. One of the hardest yet most empowering rules is being prepared to walk away from a relationship if it's not aligned with your values or goals. This doesn't mean being cold or dismissive. It's about respecting yourself enough to let go of situations that don't serve you. Imagine Leo starts dating someone who continually cancels plans without explanation. Rather than clinging to the hope that things will improve, he calmly communicates his concerns and, if nothing changes, moves on. Leo might say, "I've enjoyed getting to know you, but it seems we're looking for different things. I wish you all the best." This approach shows self-respect and emotional maturity. Research from the University of Michigan highlights that individuals who set boundaries and are willing to leave unhealthy relationships are viewed as more confident and respectable. Stoicism reinforces the idea of accepting what we cannot control. Epictetus wrote, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." By walking away when necessary, Leo preserves his freedom and dignity. Rule 2. Stop seeking validation. Constantly seeking validation can signal insecurity, which is unattractive. Instead of looking for approval, focus on trusting your own judgment. For example, Leo plans a date without repeatedly asking his partner if it's what she wants. He trusts his instincts and enjoys the experience, knowing he's put thought into it. Seeking less validation fosters confidence. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who are less dependent on external approval are perceived as more self-assured. Trusting yourself and your decisions creates a sense of stability that others are drawn to. From a Stoic perspective, self-approval is paramount. As Marcus Aurelius advised, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." By focusing on his own values and decisions, Leo becomes a more confident and attractive individual. Rule 1. Balance affection. Showing care and affection is important, but overdoing it can make your gestures lose their impact. Leo understands the value of balance. For instance, instead of bombarding his partner with daily compliments or extravagant gifts, he chooses meaningful moments to express his feelings. After a particularly stressful week, he might surprise her with a heartfelt note or plan a relaxing evening together. This selective approach keeps the relationship dynamic and exciting. Research from the University of Rochester suggests that novelty and surprise play a significant role in maintaining attraction and satisfaction in relationships. By varying how and when he shows affection, Leo keeps the spark alive. Stoicism teaches us the value of moderation. Seneca wrote, "Enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones." By being thoughtful and measured, Leo ensures that his displays of affection remain meaningful and appreciated. Final thoughts. Mastering the rules of relationships isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about cultivating self-respect, emotional balance, and authenticity. These principles, rooted in psychology and Stoicism, empower you to build healthier and more fulfilling connections. Like Leo, focus on being your best self and trust that the right relationships will naturally follow. If you found this guide insightful, share it with someone who could benefit from these principles. Remember, true attraction starts from within. See you in the next discussion, where we'll dive deeper into personal growth and relationships.